against my better judgment, allowing us to start today's program, if I don't always say so. With what, Chris? What do you want to start the program with today?
Look, man,
You love this stuff.
This is
dude.
one of my favorite topics. It's a great sports radio topic. And now that we're into the playoffs, Rich, guys, Jay Felly, you look great today. Nice shoes. Which quarterback is under the most pressure as we start these 2024-2025 NFL playoffs?
Under the most pressure.
Because, look, let's be honest. Lamar Jackson basically told us himself that he's feeling pressure entering the playoffs because he knows that his performance in his 6 postseason games is substandard to the MVP quality and expectation level that he has set for himself and fans and his organization.
Got it.
Okay? He told us he's too hyped up. He's feeling the pressure. Josh Allen, he's going to be MVP. Is he under the most pressure? Oh, rookie quarterbacks.
This guy.
Are they under the most pressure? No.
This is David Bowie over here?
I would love to make the case, fellas.
Wait for it. That's the wind-up. This is the pitch.
The quarterback.
You ready? Hold on a second. If you think, I don't know if this is what he's about to say is heat, or if it is a Dwight Gooden 12-6, knee-buckling Uncle Charlie, Lord Charles, actually, is what it was called back in his day. Midnight to 6 p.m. curveball. Go ahead, Chris.
Fellas, the quarterback under the most pressure as we get ready for the 2025 NFL playoffs. It's Patrick Mahomes.
That's the dumbest thing I've heard out of your mouth in quite some time.
Think about it. Think about it.
Okay.
He's going for immortality. What's more pressure-packed than that?
Immortality?
The three-peat.
It's an electronic mortality?
The He's going for immortality. He is going to equal Bradshaw and Joe Montana, and he's like 28 years old.
Exactly, which is why there's no pressure. He's 28.
Oh, my God. And he said people like me, not me personally, I'm saying people like me, say all year long how lucky this team has been and how they should be 10-7 and how, they barely beat them and they're getting help with the refs.
When
blah,
you
blah,
say
blah.
people, you're people.
No, look,
you're the people that was saying that.
Where's my camera? I had the Chiefs #1 in the power rankings last week because they have the best record in the NFL.
You can't change what you say in week 18 and make me forget about 17 weeks
people say this
prior.
all year, how lucky they are and how they shouldn't be the 1 seed and they shouldn't do this and they shouldn't do that. They're less than. They don't have any weapons. That's pressure. Come out and do it and shut everybody up.
No, it's not pressure. It's not pressure. Because if he loses, if he doesn't do what you're saying, he's still 28. He's still going to the Hall of Fame already. He's still being considered that he's on the Mount Rushmore of quarterbacks. He still will go home and be the dad and the husband and have State Farm, beg him to do more Bundle Ruski commercials. He's not going to lose anything except maybe respect of people that talk about it for a living. And I as much as I appreciate, doing this show and having this microphone in front of me, I do not view pressure as things that are said about somebody and whether somebody is going to be considered less than by people who have microphones in front of them.
Expectations, narratives,
whatever.
all of that factors in.
And we traffic in that sort of business.
Yeah.
But to endeavor your subject matter, I view pressure differently. I view pressure as people who won't have the opportunity potentially to do what they have a chance to do over the next 5 weeks again. That's pressure. That's pressure. The inability to have the opportunity, the window closing. I look at Lamar Jackson, pressure. Oh, God, he's 2-4 in the playoffs, and he's the one that's holding him back. And the Ravens should have more Super Bowl appearances. He doesn't have a single one. It's Josh Allen. How many times is he going to keep running into Patrick Mahomes? When are the Buffalo Bills going to finally do this? And so on and so forth. They're also young Turks that are part of an organization that they lead that will have more opportunities in the future. I don't view that as pressure for them. If you want to talk about pressure, you could take, is it Jalen Hurts too? Honestly, it's not like he's 38 and he's on the last year of his deal and he's not going to do it again. That's pressure where you may not get the chance. And if you want to talk about who's under the most pressure, is it Bo Nix, really? Jaden Daniels, really? Come on. Jordan Love, really? These are all guys at the ascension of their careers. You can give them time. Or narratives, right? Like, when is, as I said, Lamar going to do it? Justin Herbert, when are you going to finally do it?
Yeah,
Mr. Top 5
win a big
pick.
game, bro.
Yeah,
do something.
Go ahead. Right. So, but that's not pressure. You want to talk about pressure? Take a look at the quarterbacks involved in the final game of Super Wildcard Weekend. Matthew Stafford going into this game.
Super.
Is it going to be maybe his last shot? Is it? I mean, how much longer does he want to do it? This past, as you know, spring, he and the Rams had a little bit. It didn't raise to the level of national conversation because we're out here in the sleepy West Coast where the sports, military, industrial East Coast complex don't usually pay attention to what goes on around here. Mm. But, there was a redoing a contract. I don't know. He would know, and only the Rams would know, and I don't know if that's going to place any more pressure on him. But the real one, you want to talk about pressure, to, again, endeavor your conversation, it's Sam Darnold.
Oh, interesting.
That's pressure. You've won your 14 games, pal. Now you're going into the wild card round as the road team because you only scored 9 points in Detroit. Now, that's the pressure from the conversation, what's being said about Sam. But what's being evaluated about Sam by people that might not give him the opportunity to quarterback this team in Minnesota because J.J. McCarthy's sitting there, or quarterback another team that might be as good as the Minnesota Vikings for him to get back to this position. When he takes a snap, this first snap on Monday night on the family of Disney networks for all of us to take in, hopefully here in Los Angeles, that's a moment in time for Sam Darnold that he's not had before. And you have to sit here and wonder, is he going to get it again? Now, to me, that's pressure. And the question is, how does he handle that? Snap to snap, quarter to quarter, decision to decision, reading a defense to reading a defense. That's real, man. Now, will somebody go and generationally enrich him if the Vikings say it's now time for J.J. McCarthy because we evaluated what happened against Detroit and we evaluated what happened against the Rams, and they get, again, back-to-back losses against these two teams? That would be wild if they have a 14-win season, but their 4 losses are in back-to-back weeks against the same opponents. And then he goes off into the wild blue free agency yonder, and he does get generationally enriched by another team that's not as good as him. Will he ever get back to this moment? Does he sit back and think about that? Now, that's pressure. Who the hell cares in his mind what we say? Really matters what the evaluators in the NFL say. That's who I would choose.
Russell Wilson?
That's another one. Yeah.
A lot of pressure on Russ.
When does he get back to this moment? That's the pressure. Because it's remarkable that he's gotten another opportunity like this in Pittsburgh where he shows up there after flying through Newark, and he shows up there, and maybe
that was the issue.
They essentially automatically install him as the pole position leader for a quarterback position to the point where Kenny Pickett says, I'm a hostage and not a volunteer. And so Mike Tomlin goes, go across the state. Where I don't think he's starting a playoff game this weekend because Jalen Hurts has returned to practice. Now, that would put pressure, if you will, on Pickett. But, when's Russ going to get another chance? Now, that's pressure. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.